So you've done the hard work of product market fit, validation, prototyping, and now you're in front of the investor. You pitch confidently. There are going to be questions. Now there are some common questions like monthly active users, retention rate, unit economics, credentials of the team, scalability, and all of that. But there are some questions that are actually opportunities for you. They're not necessarily tricky questions, but they are questions. If you can answer them well, it will give them a lot more about you as an entrepreneur and how you think and how dynamic you are as an entrepreneur. Here's the first question. Why should I invest in you? I can do it myself. I have the resources. Why should I invest in you? And the answer to that question is, will you? Will you do it? Not in an arrogant way, of course, but I have already done the hard work. I have built the prototype. I've gotten the team together, done the research, failed, gotten up and tried again, and now I'm ready to scale, and that's why I need your investment. You can try it. It will take you a little bit of time. Whereas if you invest in me, we will work very hard to grow your money through our startup. That's a key important part. You are here to grow the investor's money. Generally, entrepreneurs think, oh, I'm here to take the money so I can grow my startup. You're not here to just take the money, you're here to grow the investor's money. The investor is looking to grow his or her money through your startup. So you're telling them, you can do it. Of course you can. You have intelligence, you have financial resources, you can do anything. But through me, you can do it faster. And because we already have done the hard work, we are a few months ahead in the game. So might as well join us, right? So it's not arrogance, it's confidence. Number two. Very common question that gets asked is about competition, and many entrepreneurs get scared. A lot of people say we don't have any competitions. We're the first in the market. We have no competition. Nobody's doing what we're doing. We're unique. Sure, you're unique, but having a competition is a good thing. Airbnb was a unique idea, and if you look at the pitch deck, they mention Craigslist and Couchsurfing as their competitors, even though they were not exactly doing what Airbnb was doing, but they were showcasing a need in the market. And the fact that people are going to those sites because there's a need, which Airbnb is fixing in a much better way. Thereby, having competitors is a validation that their startup is valuable and is a validation that they will grow and people will pay to use their solution to solve their problem. So competition is a good thing. Use it to your advantage. It is terrible when you don't know your competitors. Many times it happens to me. As you know, I judge a lot of investor pitches. I have been on that side also as an entrepreneur, raised millions of dollars, and been this side of the table, judging pitches. And a lot of times, entrepreneurs don't know who their competitors are, and they tell me we have no competition, and I tell them 15 names, and I've heard them in the last 1 month, and they exist. And so go do your homework and come back, right? So that means you're not ready yet. And so as this specific question about competitors is very important. You should know your competitors. You should know how good they are. You should know where are their strengths, and you should know where are their weaknesses. And your newness, you're being a startup, you're being a bootstrapped startup, there are certain advantages to that, and that is why you will succeed. For example, if you were to start Zomato today, would you do it the same way, or would you look at the needs of the hour? For example, the pandemic crisis or the 5G technology coming up, AR, VR, I don't know what, right? How can you do it better than Zomato because you're late in the game? Zomato started 15 years ago. Would they do it the same way if they were to restart today? Today they cannot change because they are a unicorn, they're a multi-billion-dollar company, but you can. So being new, being a startup, being bootstrapped is actually an advantage, and you need to showcase that yes, there is competition, India is a big market, and we will succeed because of blah, blah, and blah. So use competition, the questions about competition, to your advantage, to validate that there is a need in the market, to showcase that your competition means that if they have done it, you can do it better because of whatever your reasons are. Number 3, this question is basically a question that you don't have answer to, you don't know, and there are going to be, you cannot have all the answers, right? There are going to be certain questions a judge will ask or an investor will ask that you don't have answers to, and the right way to answer it is, I don't know. I will find out and get back to you in 24 hours or less. Here is what this means to the investor. It means you're honest. It means when you don't know, you say you don't know. It means that you're resourceful enough and honest enough and humble enough to go find somebody who knows the answer and quickly get back to the investor and let them know that here is the answer. This is what you asked, and here's what we are doing about it, right? This is what happens when an investor invests in a company. A lot of times startups actually screw up left, right, and center and keep telling the investor everything is fine, everything is going good, and investors have no idea that things are going, down the drain. And if they knew it earlier, they could have helped, but when they get to find out, it's too late. And there's too much of these stories, too much of such startups doing such things. So when you tell an investor, I don't know, I'm going to find out and get back to you in 24 hours, it tells them, okay, so when this guy screws up later on, he's going to be honest about it, and he's going to be resourceful, find the answers, figure it out, and then get back, right? That dynamism is super important. In this pandemic, we have seen so many startups that have failed, but so many startups that have absolutely skyrocketed because of the dynamism of the entrepreneurs. They know how to take a bad situation, fight with it, pivot around it, and grow based on the opportunities portrayed or opportunities brought forth by the difficult situation. That's the dynamism and the creativity of an entrepreneur, and that is depicted by answering this question in a perfect way. I hope this helps, and if you have further questions, you can always reach out to me. If you need your pitch deck reviewed, again, you can look at the comment section below. There's a number, you can schedule an appointment with me. I'll be happy to help you out. I wish you all success and stay in touch.